Billionaire Palantir co-founder calls for a return of public hangings to show masculine leadership in America. The billionaire co-founder of the software company Palantir has called for the return of public hangings in order to demonstrate masculine leadership. If I'm in charge later, we won't just have three strikes law. We will quickly try to hang men after three violent crimes. And yes, we will do it in the public to deter others. Our society needs balance. It's time to bring back masculine leadership to protect our most vulnerable. Lonsdale, who co-founded the tech giant alongside with entrepreneurs including Peter Thiel, made the comments in response to the online criticism of Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and his attitude to recent military strikes against alleged drug boats. Hegseth was called out for his own online post in which he boasted openly about sinking another narco boat. Online users reacted with outrage, with Claire Lehman, editor of Australian-based libertarian website, describing the post itself as grotesque. Look, listen, everybody, these people, this is a billionaire's world. If you don't got money, you don't have shit. These people are openly calling for things that haven't existed since the 1600s, 1800s. 1800s is a stretch. This is insane. These are people who consider themselves some sort of royalty, and they consider us peasants. Keep you updated with more.
Facts. Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there onto his life foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. And what he said is absolutely 100% factual. And why would they feel that way? Because their time is running out. The time is short. Their time is short. So they have no other choice. This is their nature. Okay? The deception only could go so far. Like, how dare you speak against us? That's their attitude. Matter of fact, before I get that one, I want to get two of them in Proverbs, Kings, Wrath, I believe. Proverbs. Yep. Proverbs 16 and 35. The king's favor is towards no, not that one. Well, actually, let me read that. The king's favor is towards a wise servant, but the wrath is against him that cause shame. That's not the one I wanted, but it's something to that extent. And it says, here it is, Proverbs 19 and 12. The king's wrath is as the roaring of a lion, but his favor is as the dew upon the grass. So the king's wrath is as a lion. These people don't wear crowns, but they sure act like they do, right? Because they run this thing. All right? In this effed up world, they'll have you believe that the very rich need to be protected, and that's who you must admire. Anybody that speaks against the rich, you need to be dealt with. And it says, same chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I am mistaken. There's another one. There's another precept. No, it's not Lions Roar. Let's see. There's another one, Proverbs. Proverbs 28. Yeah. As a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is the wicked ruler over the people. So the wicked ruler is Esau. All right. He's over the people, and he's as a raging lion. They want to implement these Noahide laws so badly. All right. They want to implement this thing so badly so that way they have full autonomy on judgment against the very poor of the world. The prince that wanted understanding, which is whom? These people that's in position of power, is also a great oppressor. And these devils, that's all they know. What is the knowledge that they seek? And they try to be as gods. Damn, I wish I could remember which video it was. It was a elitist brother's probably seen it, and he said their goal is to reach immortality. Right? That's their goal, to reach immortality. And if anybody trying to stop them from getting that, they must be destroyed. So these devils, they have their mind set on living forever. And they don't give a damn who they crush, how they crush anybody. They're going to try to achieve their goal. Okay? And a cruel nature, because that's what they are. They're nothing but cruel beasts. Proverbs 12:10. It says, the righteous man regardeth his life, to the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. So you can't believe anything that these people say, because their intentions towards the very poor of this world is evil, is cruel. Even when they decide to do something that's seemingly right, it comes with a cost, because that's their spirit. Revelations 13:11. And I beheld, and another beast came up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. All right, the two horns represent what? The two political parties of this particular government, the Democrats and the Republicans. And he spake as what? As a dragon, Draconian. When you go into the word Draconian, which that's not the, it's Draco, but it goes back to a particular man, which you have to, well, this don't have it. This is a dragon, a great serpent, a name of Satan. Let's go, gotta do it the other fashioned way. Dragon. Oh, sorry. Well, actually, hold on. Let's go dragon, and let's go etymology. Spake as a dragon, right? It says the word comes from the Greek word drakon, meaning serpent, which is linked to the verbal draconian. I don't know how to say that, meaning to see clear or to gaze. A huge serpent. No, 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 no. All right, just gotta go to the Draco. Oh, just go how it was spelled. Hmm. It's gonna give me like the same thing. But anyway, it's supposed to go back to Draco term, which is means just a cruel, like a cruel lord. So for the damn, for the most smallest minute thing, they're gonna judge with penalties worthy, things that's not worthy unto death, but is worth. They're gonna cause people to get put to death. All right. Let me see if I can find Draco in history. Goes back to the Greek. No, no, no. So when you want something, there it is. Historical and cultural impact. Draco. I spelled it wrong, that's why. The name also reference to Draco, an Athenian legislator whose harsh laws gave us the term Draconian, linking the name to severity. All right, which that's all you gave? Yeah. Now let me type go into Draco. Oh, okay, go to Draconian. It says, yep, excessive, harsh, severe, and it gives examples for the definition of Draco. The Nazis destroyed the independence of the press. It's a draconian law. No, we don't want that. I just want an example. Draconian, go to this. It says the verse, yep, we read that already. Publication. Oh my goodness. All right, so I guess certain things are still kind of hard to find. Okay, there it is. It says draconian punishment. The court hand down draconian punishment for the slightest infraction. So you speak against the government, you say anything against the rulers, that's the people that's in position of power. Guess what? You could be put to death. You speak against a favorite people, you could get put to death. All right, whatever they deemed unlawful, you could get put to death, and that's the world that they're trying to establish. So it's not far-fetched that the saints are going to be put to death. All right, for the most minute fractions that they could think of. And that's what these devils are trying to, well, next verse says it actually. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. Which it goes back into what? The Roman Empire. All right. That was the deadly wound. The healing became what we call the Renaissance period. Also was the reform of what they call NATO EU in America, because all of that is part of that beast system. So it's part of this image. Okay. So people are worshiping in this image. Let me just jump down. 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which is the Roman Empire. The image is the New World Order, right? The image of the beast should both speak, which come into life, and caused as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So it's coming down to the wire. All right. So with that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.